newly upgraded highway between Prayagraj and Varanasi will boost development, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India says most important challenge facing the region is terrorism. Student community must emulate the ideals and vision of life of Jananeta Bhimber Deori for emancipation, says Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. Prime Minister Modi holds virtual meetings with 3 teams working on COVID-19 vaccine. And COVID-19 recovery rate in the country touches 93.81%. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Notice News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Manjui. Now the stories in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the newly upgraded highway between Prayagraj and Varanasi will help devotees and tourists a lot and further increase development. He was speaking after dedicating to the nation the 6-lane widening project of the Handia-Prayagraj Rajatala Varanasi section of National Highway 19 in Varanasi this afternoon. The 73-kilometer stretch of the newly widened and 6-lane National Highway 19, made with a total outlay of 2,447 crore rupees, will reduce the travel time between Prayagraj and Varanasi by 1 hour. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said, poor people are benefited the most when infrastructure development takes place, as it creates lots of employment opportunities. Mr. Modi said the image of Uttar Pradesh changed after new BJP government came in power in the state. Modi said the government is helping farmers and trying to increase their income by providing seeds, irrigation facilities, market and insurance cover to them. Modi assured farmers of the country that the new farm laws are introduced for their benefit. He said farmers of the country will lead the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign.
यात्रा के दौरान कांवड़ियों को और इस क्षेत्र के लोगों को जो परेशानी होती थी, अब वो भी समाप्त हो जाएगी। इतना ही नहीं, इसका लाभ कुंभ के दौरान भी मिलेगा। भाइयों और बहनों, आस्था से जुड़ी जगह हो या फिर किसी विशेष काम की, लोग कहीं भी आने जाने से पहले ये जरूर देखते हैं कि वहां आना जाना कितना आसान है।
India on Monday said the most important challenge facing the region is terrorism, and that elimination of this threat will help it realize its true potential in the economic sphere. In an address at the virtual meet of the Council of Heads of Government of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO), Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu particularly mentioned about cross-border terrorism and called for combating the menace under a collective approach. In a clear reference to Pakistan, Naidu said, "We are particularly concerned about states that leverage terrorism as an instrument of state policy." In mid-September, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval walked out of a virtual meeting of top security officials of the SCO member states after the Pakistani representative projected a map that inaccurately depicted Kashmir.
Trajectory of all member states. India has bravely fought the global pandemic. They have shown remarkable resilience in fighting the virus as well as ensuring economic stability, which gives voice to all the stakeholders, address contemporary challenges, and puts human beings at the center of our thought and policies.
Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has said the student community must emulate the ideals and vision of life of Jananeta Bhimber Deori for emancipation. Addressing the function to mark the 73rd death anniversary of Bhimber Deori at the Narayanpur Higher Secondary School playground today, Sonowal announced grant of 110 bighas of land at Sadia to preserve the memory and life events of the great leader. Minister Nabakumar Dole, MP Pallav Lochan Das and MLA Devananda Hajarika among others were present on the occasion. In the midst of the revelry and fervour of the Ras festival, the Chief Minister laid the foundation of the modern playground at Majuli. Sonowal said this playground would help nurture dormant talents of the people from all walks of life in Majuli. On a 3-day visit to Majuli, the Chief Minister last night joined the Ras festival at Baghorgaon. Sonowal said the Ras festival would help preserve the human qualities inherent in the people settled on the island. Primary educational institutions in the state will reopen from January 1st, Assam Education Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has said. Addressing a press conference at the Janata Bhavan today, Dr. Sharma said government has taken the decision in the light of COVID cases declining in the state, affirming that hostels for boys and girls are slated to function from December 15. The minister said new rules and regulations would soon be announced in this regard. Meanwhile, the minister informed that COVID centers in various parts of the state would be shuttered and new cases admitted to Government Medical College of the state, including other hospitals. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Hi mom, फिर से शॉपिंग? बाबूजी, आपने इसे बिगाड़ के रखा।
लिमिट में करो तो कुछ बुरा नहीं होता है।
बिना लिमिट शॉपिंग करेगी आपके कार्ड पे। ऐड ऑन जो है।
मैंने तो कार्ड पे लिमिट सेट कर दिया। अच्छा, इसके फायदे ये हैं कि रिस्क कम हो जाता है और अगर फ्रॉड भी हुआ तो तुरंत बैंक को बोल दीजिए, नुकसान कम।
दादू!
नेक्स्ट टाइम ये पिंक ड्रेस।
You're the limit.
लिमिट तो सेट है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today held virtual meetings with 3 teams working on developing and manufacturing COVID-19 vaccine. These teams were from Genova Biopharmaceuticals Limited, Pune, Biological E Limited, Hyderabad, and Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited, Hyderabad. Modi appreciated the efforts being taken by the scientists and these companies to come out with a vaccine solution to tackle COVID-19 pandemic. He also asked the companies to come out with their suggestions and ideas regarding the regulatory processes and related matters. All the vaccine candidates discussed are at different stages of trials and detailed data and results expected early next year onwards. Prime Minister Modi told the scientists that he chose to meet them face to face in order to boost their morale in the vaccine development journey. The Government of India has announced the third stimulus package of 900 crore rupees for the mission COVID Suraksha, the Indian COVID-19 vaccine development mission. Provided to the Department of Biotechnology for Research and Development of Indian COVID-19 vaccines, the vaccine development mission with end-to-end focus from preclinical development through clinical development and manufacturing and regulatory facilitation for deployment is a key feature. This would consolidate all available and funded resources towards an accelerated product development, with the important objectives of focusing on accelerating preclinical and clinical development, licensure of vaccine candidates currently in clinical stages or ready to enter clinical stage of development is a part of the mission's agenda. Setting up clinical trial sites and boosting the existing immunoassay laboratories, central laboratories and suitable facilities for animal studies, production facilities and other testing facilities to support vaccine development are important phases of the mission COVID Suraksha. The other key objective will be supporting development of common harmonized protocols, trainings and data management systems among others. The country's COVID-19 recovery rate has improved to 93.81% as a total of 45,333 patients have recovered during the last 24 hours. According to Health Ministry, the total number of recoveries had gone up to over 88,47,000. The actual caseload currently comprises only 4.74% of the total positive cases. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 4,46,952. During the past 24 hours, 38,772 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases to over 94,31,000. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.45%, which is one of the lowest globally. During the last 24 hours, 443 deaths were reported, taking the toll to 1,37,139. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, over 8,76,000 tests were conducted during the last 24 hours. In the Northeast, where COVID warriors are engaged in an unrelenting battle against the pandemic, Arunachal Pradesh has recorded 851 active cases, followed by 15,364 discharged cases. The death toll has topped 54. While Assam has reported 3,350 active cases, the log for the recovered cases is 2,08,286. The death account for 981. With 3,236 active cases in Manipur, the recovered caseload is 21,401. The tally for the dead is 273. Meghalaya has reported 768 active cases. The log for the recovered is 10,861. The death toll is 111. Safest from the onslaught of the pandemic until the other day, Mizoram has 381 active cases. Even as cured cases have topped 3,440. The tally for the death has been pegged at 5. Even as Nagaland has reported 1,098 active cases, the discharged cases have touched 10,005. The dead account for 64. Sikkim has 268 active cases, 4,609 recovered cases. The death toll is 108. Recording 595 active cases, Tripura has topped 31,730 cured cases, even as the death account for 370. In Assam, as COVID warriors wage a battle against the COVID pandemic, the collective efforts have started to pay dividends. 134 cases were detected out of a total of 11,558 cases, with a positivity rate of 1.16%, while the recovered cases recorded 97.96%. The active cases account for 1.57%. The percentage for the dead has been pegged at 0.46%. As the world struggles with the onslaught of the COVID pandemic with mixed results, the total number of active cases have topped 6,31,26,674. Even as the recovered cases have reached 4,35,87,601, the caseload for the dead is 14,66,049. Leading the world in terms of cases and death toll in the US with 1,37,50,608 with active cases, the log for the dead has topped 2,73,077. The cured cases number 81,07,270. Close on the heels of the US is India with 94,32,075, even as the cured cases have topped 88,47,600. The tally for the death is 1,37,177. Guru Nanak Jayanti or Guru Purab is being celebrated with religious fervor across India and the world today. It marks the birth of the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak, who laid the foundation of Sikhism. This year marks the 551st birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev. The Golden Temple in Amritsar celebrates Guru Purab with much aplomb. President Ramnath Kovind has extended his greetings and best wishes to all the citizens living in India and abroad, especially the brothers and sisters of the Sikh community. In his message, Kovind has said the life and teachings of Guru Nanak Dev are an inspiration for all human beings. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has also greeted the nation on the occasion of Guru Nanak Jayanti. Naidu said the founder of Sikhism, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, has remained an icon of truth, compassion and righteousness. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today bowed to Guru Nanak Dev Ji on his Prakash Purab. In a tweet, Modi said Guru Nanak's thought keep motivating people to serve society and ensure a better planet. Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh today greeted everyone on the occasion. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi has extended greetings to the people of the state on the eve of 58th Statehood Day. In his message today, Ravi said Nagaland is a proud saga of the indomitable Naga spirit, which rejected the politics of gun in favor of democracy and dialogue. He said the founding fathers upheld the true Naga spirit through widespread consultations among all tribes of Nagaland. Ravi lamented that since the beginning of peace process, Nagaland has steadily declined on the human development in sites relatives to other states in the northeast region. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing and frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.